In today's gaming news, you can now register for the Project Spark beta, Bethesda lowers the prices on digital versions of their games, and Gary Newman's next game, Rust, enters alpha. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is Monday, June the 24th, and my name is Force, here with your day's gaming news. First up today, beta registration for the game creation game Project Spark is now available. Revealed during this year's E3, Project Spark is a game that provides you with a set of tools to make your very own video game. The game creation tools seem quite robust, allowing you to make anything from an RPG, adventure, or puzzle game to platformers and shooters. Project Spark is set to release on the Xbox One and Windows 8. Although I am really excited for this game, I'm not too excited about the concept of having to purchase Windows 8 in order to play it, so I may just have to get an Xbox One. I mean, hey, there's no DRM restrictions after all anymore, although there's still that creepy Kinect thing. Next up in news, Bethesda has lowered the price on digital versions of their games on multiple platforms. Starting this week, Bethesda has lowered the price on numerous games and add-ons across Xbox Live, the PlayStation Store, and Steam. The affected games include Skyrim, Dishonored, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Oblivion Shivering Isles, and Quake Arena Arcade. This is a fantastic move from Bethesda, and I am happy to see that digital versions of their games are getting a cut in their price, and this seems to be a permanent thing and not a temporary sale. But as great as this is, I'd like you to just keep in mind that the Steam Summer Sale is likely just around the corner, and you can probably get these games for a lot cheaper once that happens. But I guess once the Steam Summer Sale has come and gone, then this will still be a pretty decent deal as well. And last up in news today, we'll be talking about Gary Newman's latest game. Gary Newman, of course, the creator of Garry's Mod, and that is known as Rust. It's a very interesting looking title that's currently in alpha. Rust is a survival game that combines elements of DayZ and Stalker while providing player freedom with structure and world-building mechanics. The game is currently going through alpha testing, and although bugs are present, as expected, it shows loads of potential. Now, according to a post from Gary Newman himself, when this game was originally being made, it looked a lot like DayZ, but they've decided that instead of having set towns and areas for you to walk through, that they would allow for player agency and basically allow the player base to create the world that they want to engage in. And that's where the Minecrafty elements come in, of you being able to gather resources and build structures and even towns. Now, it's still got all of these survival mechanics that you see in a game like DayZ, of having to scavenge for goods to survive and having to deal with various elements and inflictions to your character, like being cold or bleeding out, but again, allowing you to build your own structures and world on top of all of those things. Now, the game is currently in alpha and subject to change for that reason, but I do have access to a alpha key, which means that I will be providing you guys with some coverage of the game in its current state at some point this week. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the show. As always, thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack for saying it, but yes, I admit, I am typically a player griefer. But don't get me wrong, I don't do it because I'm evil. I do it because it's funny.